Welcome to Spurs Version TV, right? How would I say it, right? First, gonna say, of course, good evening, good morning, and of course, good afternoon to all you guys wherever you're around the world watching this at this moment in time, right? Guys, I guess this is gonna be an exciting day for Spurs fans because we'll be able to actually look at what Frank is gonna do to our team, our squad. It's early in the what call some summer transfer window. We still got another 40 days or so, 40 over days or so before the transfer window closes. Let's go through the lineup first, right? At the moment, we got Vicario starting. This is a starting lineup, right? Vicario, Romero's captain, Danso, Pedro Porro, Udogi, Sa, Divine. Alfie Divine is there. Alfie Divine is the midfield, guys, right? With Bentancur, Brandon Johnson, Solanke, and more, right? And surprisingly, there are two youngsters in there. That's one of the surprises I've got. But it's a friendly, right? That's what I expect, right? And of course, in the subs, we've got Kinski, Austin, VDV, Bissouma, Spence, Davis, Son, Abbott, Bergval, Donnelly, Lancashire, Yang, Kudus, and Vuskovic. And a lot of youngsters in the squad. A lot of youngsters on the bench, right? So as all friendlies goes, we do expect to have a lot of changes, right? Most probably in the second half, we'll see a complete change of the whole team out there playing against Reading. I got to get this right? It's Reading. Called Reading, right? But what to do? Sometimes, you're all the way from a different part of the world. You might say something wrong, right? But it's not wrong. It's still pronounced, right, in a certain different tone, right? It's Reading. We're playing against Reading away today. It's our more or less senior first friendly coming up. I'm not sure what kind of formations we're going to be playing. I think it will be a 4-3-3, right? So it looks like a 4-3-3 to me, right, guys? If you in the chats, right, what do you think about this lineup, this starting lineup that we have against Reading at this moment in time? And let's see whether any other people will join me today, right, for this first friendly of the season, preseason. First preseason friendly coming up soon. All right, guys. It's about another 8 minutes more before the game starts, right? I'm quite lucky that, I don't know, this is a weird thing, right? My cable provider somehow or another shows a lot of Spurs friendly games, right? From this past few seasons. Maybe they're subscribed to Spurs Play, or maybe, they have got a deal with Spurs, right? So it's a good thing that, for me being a Spurs, Malaysian Spurs, right? YouTube channel here. Hopefully that we can get more games coming up. I'm sure the South Korea game and of course the Hong Kong game will be screened live too. So I was quite surprised to be able to get this game all the way from London, right? The game starts at 3 p.m. UK time, 10 p.m. Malaysian time, right? And let me see how all this will end up today. I guess being a Spurs fan, we're excited, right? And of course, look at the sub bench. We have got Kinski, Austin, VDV, Bissouma, right? Spence, Davis, Son, Abbott, Bergval, Donnelly, Lancashire, Yang, Kudus, and Vuskovic, right? So the part is that hopefully we might be able to see a bit of Kudus in the game, right? To see what he can do, right? And then of course got Vuskovic, right? And of course there's some youngsters down there or two, right? Abbott and Donnelly, right? And Lancashire, and of course Yang, the South Korean player that we bought last year, who went out on loan to QPR. So now all we're going to do is sit back and wait. I'm not sure how the weather is. I heard it's a bit wet, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. So it looks a bit wet in London, but I'm not sure how's the weather in Reading at the moment. So guys, we're excited, right? Because like I've said before, this is the beginning of the Frank era. And let's see what Thomas Frank can bring to our club. What kind of football our team or squad will be able to play, because if you watch the interview that was posted, right, on all the social media and all that, right, he knows the Spurs philosophy today is to do, right, and of course the attacking style football that we are committed to, right, and of course, he did say one thing, right, along this journey there'll be a lot of games that we're going to lose, right. Losing is part of the learning process, right? So let's hope we don't lose too many games along the way, right? And of course, don't forget, it's the Premier League. It's not an easy challenge. Everyone is how we call. Okay, there's two weird things here, right? I don't see Kota Takai's name there. That's one thing. And the other thing is that Richarlison is not in the squad. Takai is not in the squad. Richarlison is not in the squad. So let's see what's happening there. And let's see how things go. All right. But at the moment in time, right, I guess being a Spurs fan, we're all excited. We're all waiting. We're all hoping to see some nice fluid football. But don't put your hopes too high, guys. This is just a preseason friendly, right? We can go out and smash Reading 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0. It still wouldn't matter, right? But if I'm not mistaken, the lower league teams are more ahead in their progress of their preparations because their league starts earlier than us. So yes, guys, now I'm getting pictures from the stadium and it's pouring down. The weather is horrible, I guess, right? Look at that, right? And we're wearing our away black, right? This season, we've got a nice black away kit. Let's hope, I'll be getting one too. Hopefully, I'll be getting one too, right? At this moment in time. Let's see how it goes, right? Let's see how it goes. Right, let me see some messages coming in. The weather is horrible, right? Yeah. Where am I watching the game? Right. Astro. Let me see. Elias is giving me a message. Do we watch along? All right. I'm not sure where Elias is. 1, 2, join. All right. All right, guys. At this moment in time, what else do we have? Right. And guys saying it's Reading, yes. Bad connection and trying. Yeah. Yeah. Bad connection. So this one of friendlies just ahead of the UEFA Super Cup. That's what they were saying. Okay, there'll be new faces involved. Let me get the banners changed, guys. All right. Reading finished 7 in League One last season. Thomas Frank, can see Thomas Frank walking out. Guys, if you're ahead of me, and if Eva, man, if you're watching, right, Eva, right, hope you have a good game in the Kai Tak Stadium that's coming up, right? Sorry I can't make it, right? Hard to say. Maybe maybe not, but I don't think I'll be able to join you in Hong Kong, right? And we are wearing the black away kit, right? Stadium's not that full at the moment, right? Since it's a friendly game, there are quite a lot of Spurs fans in there. And the lineup, let me check out the lineup for the Reading lineup. The Reading lineup, number 1 is Pereira, Brefa, Burns, O'Connor, Dorset, Saki, Wing, Savage, Garcia, Mahoney, and whatever that name. That's a very hard name to pronounce. And better man. Okay, that's what its pronunciation. And better man. All right. All right. Hold on. Kinski is starting now. All right. There's a change there. Kinski is starting. I thought Vicario was supposed to starting, but it's been replaced by Kinski to start. All right, guys. There's a slight change here. Kinski is starting. Vicario's on the bench. There's a slight change all of a sudden. I don't know why. A lot of social media is putting Vicario starting, but today Kinski is starting, guys. Kinski is starting. Right. There's a slight change there. Anyway, it's a friendly. So let's see. The game is going to start soon. All right, guys, all you guys here, right? Please smash the like, right? Subscribe to Spurs Vision TV and especially Shelf Side Spurs and Ricky Villa TV today, right? And the rest are in purple jerseys. Reading is playing in blue, in white and blue, whatever pattern they've got there. Look like tire stripes, blue tire stripes, right? And Spurs is in their all new all black away kit. I gotta get that away kit. I haven't put an order in. Tomorrow, most probably I'll put an order in for that away kit. It looks nice, right? I have enough white kits enough, so I'm gonna get some away kits in. Mm. So this is Frank's biggest job in his managerial career. So let's see how what he can do about it, whether he can get us to a higher level, right? A better level, right? And hopefully next season we'll win a trophy, not this coming season, the next following season. Hopefully he can get us to a trophy, right? And the stadium is called Select Car Stadium, right? So, yeah. And Spurs, of course, their normal AIA main sponsor. All right, guys, I guess the game started for you guys. Game started for you guys, and it's just going to start for me now. Reading against the Europa League winners. Yeah, look at that, guys. The Europa League, right? Europa League winners. And it's kickoff time. And Reading kicks off. 4,000 traveling supporters. Maybe they're giving more tickets out to Spurs fans. And no wonder Guy is happy because he says he's sitting behind the goal today. Right. Okay, Kinski's in goal. And the game is slow. Kinski's just playing the ball around. Kicks it out. Try to play it from the back. Danso goes all the way out. Right. And this weird thing, right? Danso is playing with Romero. So is Romero going to the left centre back or Danso's going to right centre back? Okay, good pressure by Spurs, right? Get the ball out. Ball's thrown back. It goes all the way back to Kinski. Kinski punts it out to Udogi. Udogi. Oh, Petroporo is newly blonde Petroporo. Alfie Devine trying to give the ball to Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson on the right. And guys, to tell you the truth, right? I don't even see Madison around, right? Oh, Madison's injured. Yeah, Decky and Madison's injured, both of them. All right, John Lang. And we get a corner. Mikey Moore. Donley's got the ball. Yeah, big up, big up. Eva. I can't find a channel to watch. Eva, I'm not sure because I'm having it on Astro Super Sports, right? So it's either you got Spurs play, then maybe you can get channels to watch, right? If not, you try to get Astro 811, right? Try to look for Astro 811 on your on your cable provider or one of your the streams that you can get onto. There's one more, but Eva, I can't send it to you. I don't have your contact number. There's one more which actually I could send to you, but yeah. Sorry guys, I can't send you the links, right? And Kinski's all the way out of his penalty box. And Petropoulos fouled by Charlie Savage, right, in our half. And Petropoulos got a blonde, fully blonde hair. Okay, gets the ball to Papessa. Irish. All right. Okay, Reading's got the ball. It goes all the way back to the Reading goalkeeper, Pereira. Joel Pereira. He hooks the ball all the way up. Poro gets the ball. And Kinski goes out and collects the ball. Kinski passes it all the way back to Danso. Danso's playing on the left centre-back side. Holding up the ball well. Goes out to Poro. Poro puts it over the top. And the nice one. Oh, for Solanke to chase it. But Pereira gets it and puts it down the line. No, it goes back to the Spurs player again. Nice. Yeah. Spurs gets the ball back. Udogi has it. It's being pulled. Kinski gets the ball out of his feet. Ball goes back out to Romero. Romero goes to Poro. Divine. Okay. Brandon Johnson couldn't get the ball back to Divine. And guys, we're just running around the pitch at the moment. I guess the players are just trying to get the feel of it. And Poro doesn't do okay. Bentoncourt looking strong, but loses the ball again. Wings there, ball reading, Reading. I guess Reading it looks a bit more composed at the moment because I guess their preseason preparations are far more ahead than ours. I guess their league is going to start earlier than ours, right? A week earlier. So, yeah. But guys, yeah, I guess it's when does the league start, right? For us, August 13th or 14th or something like that, right? Middle of August, I guess. Reading's league will start early August. So that's why they look much better. Johnson, Udogi. Come on, Udogi. Come on, Udogi. Okay, we get another corner. All right, Udogi. Udogi runs down the left. All right, there's a good ball through. That's a good ball through. And of course, there are good coaches joining Thomas Frank, right? A lot of them moving over from Brentford, joining him, right? He's brought his own coaching crew, right? Not like Ange. Ange doesn't do that. Ange will employ new people. Okay, now Pedro Porro's got a corner in. All right, Pedro Porro's got a corner. Porro's on the delivery. Goes all the way. All right, Pereira punches it out. Yep. Reading couldn't get a counter-attack done. Kinski punts it out all the way. Nice ball to Porro. Porro all the way. Solanke goes down. Johnson goes down. No. Solanke goes down. Slowly gets up. Porro, is there a penalty? Nah, there's no penalty. Oh. Seems a bit hard, but nah. Ain't gonna get to me, it's not a penalty. All right, Udogi gets the ball. Udogi, that's a nice ball. Solanke gets the ball. Cuts in. Cutback nearly finds Alfie Devine. Cutback nearly finds Alfie Devine. All right. Good play by Udogi. Good run by Solanke. Right. And Udogi gets stripped and we get a free kick. Right, the ref wants it to be taken at the right position. Udogi goes backwards, goes all the way back to Denso. Denso goes all the way back to Romero. Romero gives it back to Udogi. Udogi nearly gets Mikey Moore. No, brush off. Bentancur steals the ball back. Solanke. Free kick to Reading. Free kick to Reading. Charged down by Solanke. Yeah, Solanke pushes him down. They're grappling each other's jersey. All right, guys, at the moment now, it's still 0-0. We're going into the 8th minute, right? The game seems to be a bit, start-stop, a bit. Spurs 11 is Kinski. Yeah, we know it's Kinski. Then the back four, Porro, Romero, Denso, Udogi. It's 4-2-3-1 then. 4-2-4-2-1-3. No, 4-2-3-1. Yeah, it looks like a 4-2-3-1. Solanke loses the ball. Solanke is a center forward and he loses the ball in our side of the pitch, right? Solanke's all the way back here. The 15 subs on the Spurs bench today, so there's no Richarlison or Mane Solomon. Yeah, Matisse Tell, Archie Gray's not there too. Kota Takai is not there too. So we do have quite a big squad, but maybe there are a lot of youngsters in there too, right? Mikey Moore, Burkwell, Abbott. Oh, come on! Oh my God. That is our defense again. Our defense looks like a shamble. Oh my God. Kinski comes up flapping at the ball again, right? And it floats over everyone. The ball is floated in over, right? And Kinski missed the ball, flaps over. Kinski, you really look not that cool at the moment. Luckily, Pedro Porro was at the right place, right? Yes, Scotty. Ange ball defense, right? Yeah, what to do, right? Can't blame Ange for their stupidity if they are stupid, right? Hey, Scotty, I sent you the link in the WhatsApp, and I don't know why it's not going through. Have you gotten it? What is it? Not too lazy. Yeah. Read your yeah. Yeah, and I'm too lazy to jump on stream. Okay. Elias too lazy to jump on stream. All right. Ange ball defense. Oh dear. I think Ange ball is still a bit lingering in in this game at the moment, right? Everything looks a bit disjointed, and we're going to say Ange ball. Okay, yes, I got it. I have to finish some things first. Yeah, all right. I finish some things first. Today is Saturday. What time is it over there with you, right? It should be about 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. in Canada, Scotty, right? Unless the kids are big now, right? We've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. Your girls are more or less, you can let your girls make their own breakfast nowadays. Let them choose their own cereal, right? Preseason friendly, we look a bit, I would say, disorganized. We expect that, right? We just want to see, there isn't much of a standard kind of attractive play that I can get myself into, right? 8:15, yeah, Scott, it's 8:15 a.m. there for you. Yeah, you're about 14 hours behind me. Yeah, 14 hours behind me. Spurs, Mikey Moore trying to wiggle his way out of 3 players. Wiggle way out of 3 players. Right. And of course, good morning to Scott too, right? Let's hope he's had his coffee. Why in the end the formation looks like a 3 at the back, right? With Porro all the way on the right. If he wants to play 3 at the back, just change it to 3 at the back. Don't make it into a false 4-2-3-1 kind of thing and turn it into 3 at the back. Ball goes all the way back to Kinski. Kinski now is a bit doubtful for me, right? He's flapping at the balls. Or just preseason jitters? I don't know that, right? Preseason critters, preseason jitters. All right, guys. Anyone, if there's a goal coming in earlier, you know about it, let me know. And the ball goes all the way out to Kudos here on the left. And Kudos does well. And Moore can't make it stick. Can Moore get it back? The Reading players are pressing us like crazy. Maybe, and the ball goes over the top. Nice ball over the top. Johnson gets the ball. Come on, Johnson. That's a nice cutback to Johnson. Divine tried to go ball across. And he's pulled down. And Spurs will get a free kick because of Brennan Johnson was pulled down. I don't know. Maybe I gotta call him Brenda again. Whenever I call him Brenda, he plays properly. Much better footballer when you call him Brenda. Call him Brendan. Oh, he's cut his hair. He's got his hair nicely coiffed. Daniel Levy sitting with Johan Lang. Daniel Levy's in the stadium, guys. Where's Morgan Gibbs White? Shout at him. Where's Morgan Gibbs White, guys? Levy out, Levy out. And is Porro going to take the free kick? Moore is on the free kick too. Can Spurs create something from this? Moore runs over it. Pedro Porro will deliver. Ball comes in, over. Not bad, not bad. The free kick's not bad. Devine, oh! Very clever from Devine. And Solanke couldn't do much about it. That's the problem with Solanke, right? It's a preseason friendly. Why don't you go and do something about it, Solanke? LP Devine, that's a nice ball through, but nah, Solanke. Look at Solanke. We need more quality than that, right, guys? This is a bit low quality from Solanke. Free kick. The ball comes in from the left, and Solanke couldn't do much about it. Free kick was from the right. It goes all the way out to the left, right? And Donnelly puts the ball in, but Solanke couldn't finish it off. Would you guys call that a chance? I think that should be a chance, right? Should be help. I mean, if he had more quality, most probably it would be a shot on goal, but it's still considered a shot, but not on goal. The goalkeeper didn't do much about it. The ball went over the top. Right, ball went over the top. All right, now it goes all the way back to Kinski. Kinski hoofs it off all the way to Udogie. Udogie runs off with the ball. Udogie speeds off with the ball. And Udogie is being pulled back. Right. Yes, Gotti, we know what we have, right? That's why I don't understand why people are saying Solanke is, blah, blah, blah. But, we've seen it. We know it. Yep. Another chance wasted by Solanke. But it's preseason friendly. Let's hope that, during the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, Champions League, he doesn't miss out all these stupid chances that's been given. Here goes Moore. Mikey Moore goes to Udogie. Udogie goes up. Bentancur, no. Denso gets the ball. Denso's all the way up. What's our defender doing all the way up here? The ball goes all the way back to Porro. Bro, this is basically Ange ball again. Look at that. One defender. What's going on? Why am I looking at Ange ball again? We're doing Ange ball in preseason, guys. Oh, this sucks. Why is Frank doing this? At least now I've got 3 sitting in the back, right? All right, the ball goes out to Mikey Moore. Come on, Mikey. Show us what you can do. Danso, don't go running all the way up. The ball goes away. Nah, just out of reach of Johnson. Good try, but, we need more fine-tuning. Please don't show me Ange ball again, bro. Putting one defender standing in the center of the circle. That's not normal, right? That's not normal. That's not supposed to be what it is. I'm supposed to look at Frank ball now, right? I'm not looking at Ange ball, right? Yes, don't get excited. It's still a preseason friendly. Preseason friendly. Guys. Porro fouls Hibachuan. Goes all back to Danso. What does Danso do with the ball? Can Danso pass it up to? And we're just slowing the game down again, holding up the pace. There's no fluidity. There's no movement. Porro hoofs the ball all the way out. Solanke holds the ball. Solanke still controls the ball, but can't get it stick, and it's a free kick to the Reading defense. More or less a handball, I guess. Handball by Solanke hits him by the hand. Oh, he caught the defender late. All right. Udogie steals the ball back. Gives it out to Moore. Oh, Solanke gets it. Solanke shoots. Bentancur gets the ball now. Goes back out to Udogi. Udogi gives it back to Danso. Danso puts it back in the middle to Sa. Sa gives it all the way out to Pedro on the right. And it goes all the way back to Romero. Oh, guys. Goes all the way. Kinski. Kinski goes back to Pedro Porro. Bentancur gets the ball to Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson gets it back to Romero. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro goes back to, and it's back to Divine to Solanke. Solanke can't keep the ball. The ball swooped up. Now it's a throw in for Brandon Johnson. Johnson gets the ball, but there's a player down now for Reading. Are we going? There's Finley Burn goes down, so slight problem for him. Oh, and talking about the press conference that I heard, right? And I think I've been reading social media, something like that, right? Frank's looking for someone to do the long throw-ins. Spurs don't do long throw-ins, bro. Now we're singing Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, Johnson again. Muscle issue for the Reading defender. Most probably they'll have to change their players now, right? Oh, big up, Donna, big up. Hope you're doing well. Yep. Where's Mr. Ricky? I'm not sure. It's Saturday. Most probably either he's working or with his family. All right. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to smash the like while you're here. Right. Okay. There's a sub coming on now for Reading. Right. There's a sub for Reading. And I don't think they want that. Hopefully it's not anything serious, right? I think it's a precaution since it's a preseason friendly, right? Okay, Spurs has got a throw in, right? And if we have a long throw in game that we have now, let's see whether it's going to be played. And Kaplan is coming on, if I'm not mistaken, for Reading. Yeah. Finley's feeling his hamstrings. So precaution. All about the precautions. Is it Burns? All right, Burns is one out. Burns been able to handle Solanke. Guys, imagine that. This is a League One team and we're a Premier League team, and Solanke's been handled by Burns. But of course, guys, yeah, this is a preseason friendly. Big shout out to Guy. He's in the stadium at the moment. Maybe he'll get some connection. He'll hop on later. Bentancur goes all the way out to Danso. Danso puts it to Udogi. Udogi runs past two players. Can get past his third player. He puts it all the way over to Johnson. Johnson tries to control the ball, but no. Hibachian. Okay, that guy's name is called Hibachian. All right, goes all the way back to Romero. Guys, we look a bit disjointed at the moment. Our play isn't that fluid. Can we blame it? No, we can't. So we get a throw in. Danso on the ball. Romero back to Danso. Danso goes all the way out to Udogi. Udogi gives it out to Moore. Moore loses the ball out again. And there's too much traits of this Ange balls here. And that's my worry now. But yeah, it's preseason friendly. Let's hope this doesn't continue throughout. our preseason friendlies. We want to see a more cohesive type of football being played, apart from this kind of disjointed kind of thing. But guys, yeah, it's still preseason, right? Whether you say this is the first competitive match, but the ball's put out by Reading. And Kinski gets the ball, gives it to Romero, and we're playing it out from the back again. We're going to hoof it up. The game slows down, goes back to Bentancur. Bentancur goes back to Romero. Romero gives it to Danso. And it goes back to Benny. Benny back to Sa. And goes up to Poro. Poro to Sa. And up. We lose the ball again, but we get the ball back again. Poro gets the ball back, goes all the way back to Kinski. Kinski goes back to Benny. Benny goes to Sa. Sa goes on out to Divine, Johnson, Poro, Romero. We keep going back round and round again. Go back round and round again. Come on, man. Danso to Udogi, Udogi to Danso, Danso to Romero, Romero to Bentancur, Bentancur back to Danso. Danso runs off with the ball, gives it to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore is playing a bit further up. Danso's being pulled. Danso's playing quite far up, guys, right? Is this how Frank wants us to play with, They're not inverting, our defenders not inverting, but the thing is that they're so far up. And we're leaving Romero alone up top in the pitch there. Look at that. Romero and Poro. Ball goes back to the middle. Sa goes back to Poro. Sorry, back to Romero. Romero. And then there's no one there. Right? There's no one there. And Guy, you send me videos, there's no point because I can't play it because I'm live. Guy, hope you can hear me. Let's see what Guy said. I can't see it here. I'll see it later. Right. And Reading gets the ball back. They're just slowing the game down. Guys, 26th minute, going on to the 27th minute. Game's a bit boring. Right. Reading doesn't seem to be quite fluid. We don't seem to be quite fluid. Everything looks like it's slow. Pace. Expected a bit more intensity in this, but no. Reading's on the ball. Let's see how we defend. Can we defend properly now? Once we defend, we look, there's 4 at the back, right? Everyone's behind now. It goes all the way to Danso. Papi Madisa hits it clear. Here comes Reading. Here comes Reading. Reading's on the left. Yeah, good defensive by Romero. Romero cuts it in, cuts it out. Reading's got possession of the ball now. It's got more possession of the ball. Reading's got possession of the ball. We are just sitting back to see what they do. Are we going to sit back and go on a counter? Goes all the way back to Romero. Romero gives it back to Kinski. Kinski puts it out. No, Kinski clips it forward, but no, nothing turns out from there. Unable to find Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson was Spurs' top scorer last season, and he scored the winning goal in the Europa League final, guys, right? Goes all the way back. Reading goes all the way back and gives the ball away to us again. Then we go backwards to Danso's got the ball now. He turns around. He gives it back to Romero. right? Romero to Sa, Sa to Porro, Porro to Romero, Romero, Porro, Bentancur, Romero. There's a run. No, there'll be an offside. They lift the ball over. No. Goes on. Denso, Udogi to Denso back to Porro. Sorry, to Romero again. Romero to Bentancur again. Oh dear, guys. Where's the creativity? Is it that bad that we don't have the creativity without Madison around? Ah. All right, Scotty. I know it's the first half of the preseason game, but I think it's so boring. I know, Scotty. Right? Nobody's creating anything. I know, Scotty. Right? It looks so much like Ange ball at the moment, Scotty. Tell me, Scott. Right? Tell me it's not Ange ball. And we steal the ball back. Solanke, Mikey Moore loses the ball again. Oh dear. We're playing against League One Reading, right? And the ball crossed in by Johnson, hanged up in the air, but Solanke couldn't get his head onto it. Romero gets the ball. Come on, Romero, don't lose it. Oh, luckily. Yeah, Romero didn't lose it, didn't have to protect the ball, get a free kick. Romero, yeah, it was heavy touch, right? Yes, Scotty, I know. Usually when it's preseason friendly, right, under Spurs, we are very exciting, right? But this preseason friendly looks a bit boring. We don't look like we are doing anything. Yeah, like he says, nobody's creating anything. So, and we give the ball away, we get the ball back. All right, Mikey Moore, show us what you can do. Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey Moore collects the ball. Udogi gets the ball, goes back to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore tries to shoot. Udogi gets the ball. Cuts it back, but Divine couldn't control the ball. Was slightly behind him. The ball goes back to the Reading players. And oh, that's a bad one by Porro. That's a bad one on Porro. Porro is down, guys. It's a friendly, guys. You don't have to go and do that, right? But Porro's rolling around the ground. Is he injured? If he's hurt, that means Spurs has to go and get another right back. Right wing back. Nice touch by Porro. Oh, it catches him. Yeah. That was high. Not a good. Oh. No, I don't think it's too that bad, right? Not that bad. Not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah. Not that bad. But a bad tackle, I guess if it was VAR and all that, it would have been different. All right, guys, Porro's back up. And he's a Brighton loanee, guys. What are you trying to do? Do Brighton a favor in preseason? Get Porro injured? Porro's back on. Who's going to take the free kick? Well, Porro Romero standing over it, so I guess Romero's going to take it. And we go backwards, guys. Yeah, we go backwards. Danso gets the ball. Goes out to Udogi. Udogi goes back to Danso. Danso goes back to Romero. Right, why am I keep saying this over and over again? Bentancur gives the ball over the top. Come. Johnson, can Johnson get the ball? Nah, Johnson can't get anything. Come to think about it, right? If Brandon Johnson wasn't tapping in the goals and scoring all those goals, right? I guess it would have been a really, really bad scenario for him. But everyone, it's still preseason, right? It's a preseason friendly. I think it shouldn't look too deep into it, but it's a run out. But the sad part is reminding me a lot of games after when we beat Frankfurt, right? In the quarterfinals. Was it quarterfinal second leg or something like that? Yeah. Game's getting boring. Oh, here comes Sonny. Come on, Sonny. We need you, Sonny. Come on, Sonny. Udogi gets the ball back. Mikey Moore. Devine goes out to Johnson. Come on, Brenda. Come on, Brenda. Oh, Solanke. Solanke tried to do something. Solanke tried a bicycle kick, but yeah. Overhead kick, bicycle kick kind of thing, but nah. No, didn't work. Didn't work at all. But it's a good build-up, right? But we all know that, Brad Johnson can't cross the ball in for us. But let's see, maybe in the second half when we bring on more players like Bergval, Son, right? Who else do we have in the squad to actually make a change in this? Right. Donley's on the touch. Who's actually our first? There's an 18-year-old Vuskovic. The ball goes over the top. Udogi's got it covered. Okay, we wait for it to get out. Yeah. The ball goes out of play. Spurs get a throw in their own half. On the left-hand side. Udogi's got the ball. Udogi's going to do the throw-in. Goes to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore gets pushed down again. And this time we get a free kick. Free kick for Spurs. Way back in our own half. What else can I say, guys? We're in going to 37 minute, right? Nothing much has happened. Like what Scott's been saying, it's been a boring first half, right? Goes all the way. Yeah, VDV is there too. Poro goes back to Sa. Sa gives it to Benny. Benny gives it to Divine. Divine goes to it up to Poro. Okay, Poro 2 now. Poro runs down the right. Poro clips it over the top. Solanke couldn't get it. Yep, too far away from Solanke. Good try, good intentions, but the ball needs to be better. Coming in from Pedro Poro. Throw in by Redding, intercepted by a Spurs player. And goes all the way back to Bentancur. Bentancur slows the game down. Bentancur goes back to Danso. Danso goes to Sa. Sa goes back to Romero. It goes backwards, guys. I'm bored. It's boring again. Ball goes over the top. Ball goes over the top. Do we get a throw in? Yep, Spurs gets a throw in. Brad Johnson, Spurs gets a throw in. Poro gets the ball. Goes all the way back to Kinski. Kinski gives the ball all the way to Bentancur. Bentancur gives it to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore runs. Carries the ball further down. Gets past. 2 players. Mikey Moore, what can Mikey Moore do? And he tried to go for goal. That's what we like about Mikey Moore. He takes on his player. He's an exciting player. He's only 18 years old. He needs more chances. Okay, he looks crowded out. He gets by 2 players. Look at that. Yeah, that's a good run by Mikey Moore. Good footwork by Mikey Moore, but only the end product, right? We need the end product. At least there's a bit of excitement there, guys. A bit of excitement. And Spurs get a corner. Oh, nowadays our corner tactics are different. We're all hiding behind the back post. And Poro's going to get his free corner. Puts it in. Everybody runs forward. Oh, and shot. Oh. A handball. That was a nice corner coming in. That was a nice set piece play. We're all behind. We run in front. The ball comes in. It passes a cluster of players. It hits number 22. It hits Brandon Johnson on the shoulder or something. Yeah. Hits Brandon Johnson on the hand. Yeah. Couple of openings from Spurs in this first half. We're going to the 40th minute. I don't know. You look at the stats. I guess there have been about 4 or 5 shots, right? Anything on target? I don't think that many things are on target at the moment, right? Ball goes over to Pereira, the Reading goalkeeper. Pereira used to play for Manchester United as a young goalkeeper under Jose. That was way back, right? That's it. Reading's opening league game is about a couple of weeks away, so they're way ahead of us in their training and their fitness and all that, right? So, but I think is that they're in League One and we're Premier League, right? And our season doesn't start for another month, or nearly a month or so. But we still got to travel to Asia, play one game, I think, on the 19th against Newcastle in South Korea. Then there'll be the North London derby at the Kai Tak Stadium in Hong Kong, right? The first North London derby of the season, right? Even though it's a preseason friendly, it's still a North London derby, but not played in North London, but played in Hong Kong. And then there's a free kick again. Game is getting scrappy, guys. The game is getting scrappy. Sar's on the floor. Referee pulls him up. As the game is scrappy. So scrappy. The game is too scrappy. Right. I guess there wouldn't be much added time on since this is friendly. I guess the Spurs players are pressing, but not pressing hard enough. Good glimpse from Moore and Devine, right? They seem to show a bit of potential there, right? A bit disappointed with, and of course, Donnelly, right? A bit disappointed with Solanke, right? He did have that chance. Kinski, dangerous play again from Kinski. Poro loses the ball again. And we still keep doing this sort of mistakes and keep losing the ball. That are the few things that we have to get rid of. All right, Solanke gets the ball. Come on, Solanke, you need to be faster than that. Dominic Solanke, born in Reading. No wonder. He had one chance, right? So, and he didn't take it. We don't create enough chances, guys. We're still not creating enough chances. Here comes Mikey Moore. Come on, Moore. Shoot. Good one. Nice idea from Moore, but a bit too much weight on it. Solanke couldn't reach it. Yeah, the other things I hope that Mikey Moore was. Why didn't carry the ball further down? Take a shot himself. Ball over the top. Romero. Yeah. Romero gets it all back to Kinski. Kinski will roll it out to Danso. Danso will give it back to Romero. Romero will slow the game down, walk with the ball, goes out the Benton call. We have to stop all this, slow the game down, and walk out with the ball. This is not the way it's supposed to be. Guys, I know. It's still preseason friendly, but it's turning out to be a damn boring one. All right, all the way over top. Can we get the ball? Poro gets the ball. Poro gets it out. Poro crossed it in. Goes all the way onto this side to Udogi. Udogi gets past his defender. Falls over. Goes out to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore crossed it in. Oh. Pereira pushes it out. Yeah, he should have caught it, but why did they push it out? Mikey Moore. We should have let it. No, should have let it out. Maybe we should just caught it. Corner comes in, goes out again. Spurs gets another corner. Spurs gets to go again. Let's see how we do with our corners. How do we play our corners again? No. On this side, we're all on the outside. We're not standing behind the post. Poro outswings it. Poro puts it back in. Oh, come on, Udogi. Hey, Romero. There was quite a good chance from Romero, but he knocks it wide instead back towards the goal. But or maybe you can say that's part of the preseason, preseason bozo-ness. Preseason bozo-ness. Hold on now. I've got a guest coming in. Let's see whether he can hop on, whether he'll clear, whether connection will be well enough. Guy is standing by against halftime. I can't add him on the stage. He doesn't have much of. No, can't get much of a connection getting on. Yep. Let me see whether Guy can get Guy in. He's straight from the stadium. Waiting for the connection. Do we do anything about it? Let me see whether Guy can come on. Oh, it's halftime. No, I don't think I can get the Guy on. He doesn't have enough connection. Right? No, Guy still can't get on. Hello? Can you hear me, Guy? No. Yay! Got you a lot, Guy. Can you hear me? All right, guys, we're getting it. This is direct from the Reading Stadium, right? Internet connection is back. Go ahead, guys. Say it. I can't hear you. Whether you can see me, can hear you, or whatever. But you go ahead. But I guess there's bad internet connection in the stadium at the moment. All the Spurs fans must probably be taking videos and sending it to the loved ones, right? Or maybe everyone's jumping on the StreamYard on other channels. But let's see how that goes. Let's see how Guy goes. Guys, come on, think about it, right? The game today, yes, we all know it's a preseason friendly, but it's a bloody, like what Scott says, bloody boring preseason friendly, right? We're looking more like an Ange ball at the moment, right? And, no one is creating anything. Apart from the chance that Solanke had and he couldn't put it behind the net. That's how I see it, right? All I can say now is that we have to wait, right, and see what happens in the second half. What type of changes do we have? And guys off. I guess connection ain't good enough at the moment. The connections ain't good enough at the moment, right? What else do I have here? Yeah. All right. Really bad connection. Video is downloading. Yeah. Send me some videos.
Inter Spurs doesn't know what friendlies are.
He sent me some videos, but yeah, let me see whether I'll post it on later, Guy. Right. But the thing is that ain't working in the moment because how you say your internet connection is a bit bad. Right. But let's see how we go. Now the thing is that we're waiting for the second half, right? And see what happens in this second half. Whether he's going to be wholesale changes, whether he's going to bring on Son, right? And a lot of other team players coming up, take out the youngsters, bring on Son and all that, and see whether it's a mixture or a total, revamp of that all the players coming off. That's all I'm gonna see. Let's get back to the squad first for a while, right? As we can see, I had to make some changes because Vicario wasn't the first choice goalkeeper. It was Kinski. Then Vicario goes onto the bench. Vicario goes on the bench. Vic goes onto the bench. Right. All right, guys, let's see what we can say now. All right. This is the subs that we have now, right? Is Vicario, Austin, VDV, Bissouma, Spence, Davis, Son, Abbott, Bergval, Donnelly. I thought Donnelly was on. Was it Divine? Okay. Donnelly, Lancashire, Young, Kudos, and Vuskovic. Right. That's the thing. Vuskovic. I only could put Vu. I don't know why. Right. And it comes to the point now is who will come in for the rest of them. I guess maybe Romero will stay. Maybe put him in with VDV. Or maybe Romero goes out, then so goes on the right, VDV comes in. On the Pedro Porro side, maybe bring on Spence, bring in Pedro Porro, or you can change Spence for Udogi, right? That's how I see it. In midfield, Divine looks quite good for me, right? Divine looks quite good for me, unless you're going to take out Divine, right? And of course, Divine and Sa and bring on players like Bissouma and who else? And Bergval. Okay, that will be a change. Okay, and then the forward line, maybe we just revamp the whole forward line and put on Kudos, Son, and who's going to be the out and out striker? Kudos and Son, right? Take out Brandon Johnson, put Kudos on. Take off Mikey Moore and put on Sonny and keep Solanke up there, right? Unless you want to play Yang as an out and out striker, that's another thing. Let me know what you think, guys. Right in the chats. Do you think that how should we revamp this first 11 or the first 11 that we're now? How are we going to revamp it, right? Because to tell the truth, at this moment in time, like Scott says, right, it's a preseason friendly. I know it's a preseason friendly, but it's a damn boring preseason friendly. I know. Sorry to say, right? Even though when we had Ange on, our preseason friendlies were exciting, right? But this preseason friendly looks like the last few games we played in the league, you know. But it is a preseason friendly, right? So, what players will you put in? What players will you take out? What players do you think will give us a bit more oomph in attack, a bit more understanding, a bit more cohesiveness instead of being a bit boring, playing from the back, and nothing much is happening, and we look a bit slow. I don't know, look a bit slow in the turnovers and all that, right? Not clinical in our passing. Maybe we need a bit more game time for the players to play with each other against other opposition to understand. But of course, we are excited. We are going to be excited to see what Kudos can do, right? Or maybe bring on Lancashire. Yeah, change the front three from Son, Lancashire, and Kudos, right? Because Lancashire is an outright number 9, out striker, right? And for the midfield, Bergval, Bissouma comes on, right? Maybe Abbott or maybe Donnelly. Let's see how that goes, right? What do you think, guys? What is it going to be? Will there be any changes? How is it going to go on? At this moment in time, right? The game seems to be a bit, slow, a bit off. We don't look too. There's no called swift moving passes. Understanding is a bit off. We still are losing the ball quite a lot, right? And not to forget, this is Reading, right? Reading is a League One team at the moment, right? Yeah. And Eva, man, yeah, it looks like the same Spurs, different day as usual. Yes, Eva. So true, Eva. And hopefully you found a link to watch the game on, Eva. Hopefully you found the link to watch the game on, right? And of course you can get it on Spurs Play, right? All right, guys. Second half's coming up. Let me know what changes you like, right? Yep. And Elias is saying, yep, it's quite boring to watch. Yes, it is quite boring to watch. And guys, if you're in Malaysia, there's an app called Suka app, right, that can get you to watch the game too, because it will show the Astros, Astro 811 channel on Astro Super Sports, right? That's what I would recommend you do if you're in Malaysia. How are you going to change the lineup, right, coming out in the second half to actually give us some kind of cohesiveness, some kind of attacking oomph, right? Are we going to throw in Kudos? Are we going to throw in Son, right? Yeah. Went on to watch the Monaco v Forest to watch Eric Dyer's debut instead of this. Yeah. Watch Eric Dyer. You love Eric Dyer, yeah. Great, yeah. Go ahead and watch Eric Dyer play, right? And what else do we have here? And I've got a missed voice call from Guy. Yep, I know Guy. I'm sorry. Let me see what I can say. Yep. Sorry. Yep. Let me see what I can call Guy at the stadium, whether it'll play out. Yeah, guys, can you hear me calling Guy on the stadium? Let me see whether it's ringing or whether it's... Yeah, it's calling, but it's not ringing, so can't get through to Guy. Yeah. I guess connection is bad over there, so yeah, internet connection is bad over there. Yeah, sometimes I wonder, right? Why, I mean, you're in the UK, right? Your internet connection should be better, right? Yeah. Big up, Chris, big up. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, right? Yeah. Oh, yes. My son found a link for me. That's good. Eva's got a link to watch too now. Everyone's got a link to watch. That's a good thing, right? So let me know, what can we do, right? What can we do to make this team look more exciting? What can we do, right? I know it's a preseason friendly, but it's bloody boring at the moment watching this preseason friendly. Not much excitement, not much swift movement, right? And what scares me the most is that I keep seeing that Romero, whenever we attack, right, Romero is left alone. Again, a single defender, right? So, but of course, I don't think maybe Reading can't hurt us that much because maybe we don't put too highly on the attack. We don't look too highly on attack. Yeah, Mr. K, big up. Yeah, get rid as Levy and everything. Get rid of Levy, yeah, and everything will improve. Yeah, get rid of Levy. Mr. K, Levy was in the stadium with Lange, so everyone keeps saying that Levy is no more involved in all this and all that, but he's still there, right? Yeah, Elias. Yeah, we need Timo Werner. Yeah. Right. And of course, the stadium turns off the Wi-Fi. Yeah, they did that at the bus parade. So yeah, couldn't stream it. Yeah, I know. The thing is that, how can you turn off the Wi-Fi? I understand you can turn off the Wi-Fi, but I'm sure you can use data, right? You can stream out through data, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, that's what I'm saying. Why is data connection so weak in parts of UK, right? While in Asia, our data connection is so much better. I know. Maybe they stopped taking all the Huawei 5G towers. That's why. We won't go there. But let me know, guys. Let me know. Right? Do you think that Thomas Frank will do wholesale changes? Do you think Thomas Frank will stick to the same players out there? But we all know this is a preseason friendly. There will be wholesale changes coming in. I think Vicario will come in, and even Kinski didn't show much of a thing, right? So, yeah. And of course, Chris says that I'm on pay as you go. Yeah, it means most probably you use it, you pay it, right? And I think that's a bit more expensive. No, I don't know. Chris, in my part of the world, we usually have monthly packages, right? You pay a monthly bill, and then the Wi-Fi, the data is free for 1 month. No quota. Use as much as you can, right? So that's one good thing, right? But I don't know. That's a bit of a conundrum to me. Right. All right, guys. I guess the game's going to start soon again, and you can see that what's happened. Will we see the wholesale changes coming in? Right? Will we see all the new players coming in? I would like to see Kudos. Maybe we'll see Vuskovic will come in, right, in defense, right? In midfield, we don't have much any new players coming in from midfield at the moment, right? It's still the same. Bissouma, Sa, right? Bergval could be a good one, right? Because he was injured just at the end of the season. It would be good to see him come back and play a few games in the preseason, right? And of course, Donley's there too, right? And in the attack, we've got Yang, Kudos, right? And of course, we've got Sonny, right? And we've got Lancashire there waiting, right? Are we going to see those changes coming in? All we can say now is that we're waiting, right, for the second half to commence. Once the second half starts, we will find out what kind of changes are being made. Unless you guys have got any kind of, that shows you the changes that's coming in. Kudos is playing. He's got a number 10 shirt on. I see Kudos coming in. We're back at the stadium, guys. Yeah. Have you guys noticed how Frank constantly holds the tactic board in his hand? Yes. So that's why we all love him, right? Holding the tactic board in his hand. And to tell the truth, I don't care what he holds in his hand, just as long we can play some nice football and score loads of goals. Sonny is coming on. I think Sonny is coming on. Ben Davis is coming on. Woohoo! I think Bergval is coming on. The wholesale changes are coming in, guys. Wholesale changes coming in. Yeah, and never saw Ange hold that tactic board once, right? Yeah, I know. Right. Spence is coming on. Bissouma is coming on. Bergval is coming on. Wholesale changes, guys. Wholesale changes. Whole new 11 team coming on. Game's going to start soon, guys. Son Heung-min. All right, who's 43? They got no names on the jerseys at the moment now because this is a preseason friendly. I think all these numbers are not fixed. VDV is coming on, 37. VDV is coming on. Oh, yeah. Kudos wearing 20, not 10. Okay, Kudos wearing 20. Maybe I saw that wrong because I think 10 is Madison. Bissouma is coming on. This whole swath of changes. Guys, whole swath of changes. Right? Whole swath of changes. Let me see what's going on here now. Internet's bought. Yeah, Matt Sean. You mean Sean? Okay, which Sean? Sean Butler, you mean? Yeah. You mean Sean Butler? Yeah. Yeah. Vicario's coming on. No. No, these are all their fixed numbers. Okay, but they don't have the name on it. 42. Who is 42? Lancashire. Okay, Lancashire's playing the number 9s. It's an entirely new team. Sonny's the skipper now. All right, later we get the full new 11 coming on. The game started. All right, Kudos is on too, guys. Vuskovic is on wearing number 80. Vuskovic is on. Vuskovic is on and playing with VDV. Seriously? Then who's playing on the left? On the left? Don't tell me Ben Davis is on the left. All right, I need to see what are the changes there. Okay, calm hit back by Vuskovic. And Bissouma gets the ball. I need to see who's playing on now. Spence looks to be there. I think Ben Davis is playing as left wing back. Goes all the way out to Davis. Davis goes out to Sonny. Sonny try to get through. Vuskovic is a big boy. Vuskovic, 18 years old. He looks like a big boy. Okay. Vuskovic looks like a big boy. Sonny. Vuskovic ranked number 80. Looks like a large boy, man. Vuskovic. Ball goes over the top by Redding. Balls. Ben Davis gives it all to Vicario. Vicario to VDV. Vuskovic goes down. So Vuskovic is playing right center back. VDV is playing left center back. Spence is playing right back or right wing back. And Ben Davis is playing left back, left wing back. Strong challenging. Looks like a strong boy. Davis. Donnelly gives out to Son. Son tries to cross it in. Goes all the way out. All right, come on, guys. We're looking a bit more pressing now. Kudos, Lancashire and Son. Yes, that's what I said earlier. Yeah. Okay, first goal by Spurs. Woo-hoo! Lancashire scores. Woo-hoo! That's a good goal. Lancashire scores, guys. Lancashire scores 1-0. It was from a corner. If I'm not mistaken, Son takes the corner. Let me see whether Son is the one who took the corner. It comes in, it's headed in by another Spurs player, then it goes all the way to Lancashire. Lancashire hits it in. And that was 2 minutes into the game. Let me see. No, it was put in by Kudos. Kudos takes corner 2. That's a good one. That's a good one. Time to make some changes here. Spurs 1. Spurs 1. That's what we were talking about, right? Looks totally different now. Spurs goes 1-0 up, guys. We're up 1-0. Yes, Eva. Yes. And because, yep, Kudos took the corner. Kudos took the corner. It's good to know that at least Kudos can take corners. Where's Dane Scarlett? Yeah, that's a question too. Goes all the way back to VDV. VDV goes to Ben Davis. Ben Davis puts it over the top. It goes over to Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min puts it down to Donnelly, gets the ball from Son, but Donnelly gives the ball back away. Donnelly gives the ball back. All right. So okay, big up to Sean Butler. Yep, guys, we met up with Sean Butler at the stadium. Right. Right. VDV's back, and we're up by a goal. And it's a good thing is because it's from a set play. And we got the ball-headed guy looking at the game. And here comes Redding. Redding runs at our player, and he takes a shot. There's a good block. Good ball up by Ben Davies. Ball goes up. Ben Davies been here for 12 seasons, guys. Ben Davies been here for 12 seasons. Coming to our 12th season, right? 11 seasons been here. All over the top. What can Davis do about it? Ben Davis. Bissouma. Back to Davis. Davis on the through line. And Son gets caught. Yep. Lancashire goes down. Taken down by Strickland. Lancashire Son. Son, take on your player, Son. Good ball. To Donnelly. Ball to Son. And we get another corner. And we get another corner from Son. Right, and Kudus is going over to take the corner again. Come on, Sonny. Come on, Kudus. Come on, Kudus. Spurs scored from the last corner. Can we score another one? All the way far, all the way out. Don't try to hook the ball over. Spence goes on Kudus. Oh! Another goal. Vuskovic scores. Wonderful goal from Vuskovic. Vuskovic scores, guys. Vuskovic scores. Vuskovic made one and scored one. Guys, we're up 2-0 now. This is what we want to see, right? In the preseason friendly from Spurs, right? Smashing teams. That's a good one. Good header by Spence. It gets all the way to Kudus. And Kudus gets the assist. Look at that. Yeah, 2-0 Eva, 2-0. And Vuskovic, he knows where to put the ball. Behind the net, right? Reading Neil Spurs too. Now, this is what you want to see. No, throw in again. Yeah. Yeah, Lang Zaya. You like Lang Zaya. Vuskovic, right? He's a big boy too, right? So 18 years old. And okay. And our defense falls asleep again, but good recovery. Our defense falls asleep again and good recovery. Spence loses the ball. Ball hits in. Vuskovic defends well. Yeah. Vuskovic looks good now. Now we're going to defend the corner. How do our defense of set pieces look like now? Right. The game all of a sudden looks a bit, shirt pulling and all that. Ben Davis hits the ball out. Spends all over Garcia. Yep, he's good with his head too. Yep. Second half much better. Of course, yeah, even man. Second half is so much better, right? We're 2-0 up within first 5-10 minutes, right? Yeah. Vuskovic, the next Guardiola. Maybe. He needs to get more game time into him, right? Will he be able to break into the first team this season? Let's see how that goes. Yeah, and Spurs is practicing the defensive capabilities. And Vicario punches the ball out. Another corner for Reading now. Reading. Reading. Keep saying Reading. Well, I can say Reading too, right? Spelled that way. So, but of course, it's pronounced as Reading. Okay, Reading gets another corner now. There's a lot of grappling right in the middle of penalty box. And it's too much physicality in the penalty box. And this is what we get. Spence is getting a bit pissed off. Vuskovic looks a bit more matured. Look at that, Spence. Look at that, another push. Yep, Spencer getting a bit. Guys, this is a friendly. So, yeah, keep your heads on. But we do like to see a bit of fire in our players, right? We do like to see a bit of fire in our players. And we play the ball out from the back again. Goes all the way out to Ben Davis. Ben Davis goes out to Lancashire. Sorry, Donnelly. Bissouma nearly lost the ball, goes backwards to Davis. Davis goes backwards to VDV. VDV goes all the way to Vicario. Vicario pushes the ball out to Spence, but no, Spence is, yeah, Vicario can't quite pick up just Spence. Right, and Reading gets the ball back all the way back to their part of the half. Reading still gets the ball, and they're coming against us. Now we are a bit showing up how to defend. Looks our defensive is 3 at the back, 4 at the back. Burkwell's in there. Burkwell's gone back. It's all gone back off to. And we're pressing. Free kick given the Reading. Bumped over by Bissouma. Right, so now we're looking at the defensive side of our game now. We scored 2 quick goals in the second half. Let's see how we handle this set piece play again. Our defensive. Do we show any frailties in our defense? Vuskovic is in there. And we get the ball blocked. Right. Yep. Looks more organized, looks more composed under the edge. I guess they've been doing a lot of practicing. I guess they've been learning a lot. Right. So it's a good thing. Ball over the top. The ball goes all the way to the Reading player. Ben Davis is there. Ben Davis can't do much of anything. Garcia gets the ball. And he goes down. And he goes out for no foul by Bissouma. It'll be a Spurs goal kick. And of course, we're taking our time to get the ball. All right, let me see what's one of the photos is Guy sending me. Some pictures of them warming up, halftime. Kudos gets the ball, holds the ball well, gets by, can get, and he's being pulled back. Kudos gets pulled back. Son's got the ball on the left now. Can Son get past his player? Can he cross the ball? And we get a throw in. And this is a friendly game at the moment, but it's looking a bit more intense. Spurs up 2-0. 2 quick fire goals after the break. And Son gets the ball. And we get another corner. We already scored 2 goals from a corner seat, from a set place, from the corner play. And here comes Vuskovic again. Goal assist, goal line clearance already, Vuskovic. And Kudos is taking the corner again. He's another outswinger. Ball comes in. And the goal. Pereira flaps at it. Hooked away by Reading. Vicario gets the ball. Vicario hoops it up. And the ball goes out of play. Yep. Come on, Sonny. Come on. So Reading's going to bring on Matty Jacobs, just signed from Hull. Yeah, but this looks better. Right? We look much better. Right? And of course, if Takai, Japanese defender, will go on loan and Vuskovic here to stay, right? Yeah, it's between the choice of, Takai and Vuskovic. Most probably, the way you see Vuskovic playing, right? I guess he will be playing. I think Takai will go on loan. There's a question of Yang is still there. Right? You got players like Yang, and of course, we've got other younger players like, Dane Scarlett and all that. We'll see what happens there. All right, Reading's going to make some changes. Vicario hoops the ball out of play. Yang will go on loan too. Yeah, most probably Yang will go on loan too. And we're pressing the ball. Lancashire is putting a lot of pressure. Lancashire is looking quite good today. The pressure it's put on is much more effective than the one that Solanke's done. So, I don't know. Lancashire looks good. All right, Kudos goes short. Kudos goes short. Corner now, Spence gets the ball. No. Kudos couldn't reach it. All right, guys. We're going into the 64th minute now. Right, Spurs are up 2-0. Right, and Reading is making a wholesale changes, right, coming up for them. I guess they go like 6, 7, 8 players preparing, come on. That's going to take out a lot of time. Right, let's see whether they're going to do it all at one shot or in stages. Spence fouls. Vuskovic, Van de Ven. Good understanding between them. Bisuma's got the ball, goes all the way back to Ben Davis. Ben Davis plays it out to Donnelly, and goes out to Bergvall. Bergvall seems to be a bit quiet at the moment. I haven't heard much of his name being called up. Right? If I'm not mistaken, he just gotten back from injury too, so can't blame him that much for that. Right? Good try. Lancashire's trying to hunt down the ball. And the ball goes out of play. Lancashire seems to be doing well. All the way to Spence. Spence to Bergvall. Bergvall to Bissouma. Bissouma cuts away. Gives it out to Sonny. Come on. And it's a bit too hard. A bit too hard by Bissouma. Poor pass from Bissouma. And here comes the changes for Reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players, 7 players, 8 players. 8 players being changed by Reading now. All right, here comes the wholesale changes. Changes are all coming off now, one by one. I guess there'll be a lot of added time in this game, most probably 5 minutes or so. Wholesale changes coming off. Will this improve the Reading team, or will it, make Spurs look even much more better? Fresher and younger Reading team at the moment. In the remainder of the second half, right? A whole list of them, guys. Whole list of them coming off now. All right, are they all on that? Can we start the game again? Okay, Reading's got to throw in their side of the half. All these changes coming in now. Spurs are pressing them. Pressing it all the way back. Van de Ven loses out. And gives away a free kick. He didn't win the header, right? He loses out on the header. Chases back and gives out the free kick. Right? And let's see what Reading can do now. So I guess now we're going to practice on our defense now, right? Let's see what we can do, right? Because our defense have been really, really bad, right? The past 2 seasons on the Eng. So let's see what can we do with our defense now. Can we keep a clean sheet here? That's the most important thing. Reading gets a set piece. Set piece defense. Reading hardly ever has been able to threaten Spurs. The ball comes in. When David hits it clear. When David hits it out. Throw in for Reading. Ball goes all the way back. Reading trying to lure our players out. Trying to find space behind. Right. It's coming down. And another free kick. Bergwall gives away another free kick. Bergwall gives away a free kick. All right. Another set piece play. This time from the left. Let's see how Spurs defend now. Let's see what happens. And okay, Vicario. And Vicario is pulled down. Vicario is pulled down. And we play the ball back up on the back. Goes to Bergwall. Bergwall to Spence. Spence goes all the way to Kudos making a run. Yeah, Kudos looks good on the right? So I guess Kudos would be a good replacement for, right? Question? I took a bit too long on it. Right, Vuskovic got the ball. Gives to Vicario. Vicario gives it all the way to VDV. VDV brings the ball out. Goes back onto the left. Goes all the left to Spence. Spence couldn't control the ball properly. Bergwall gets the ball back. Donnelly. Kudos runs with the ball. It goes over Lancashire. Goes back to Kudos. And the ball goes out for another corner. And this time the corner is on the left. Left. Corner's on the left now. So let's see what Kudus can do with the corner on the left. Should be an in-swinger. And the ball comes in. Oh, come on. Sonny. Sonny smashes the ball way over the top. And gives a right smile. Yeah, Sonny gives a right smile. Yeah, we need Sonny to get back his form. We need Sonny to come back to the Sonny that we knew he used to be. Right? For one more season, Sonny, do us proud. But of course, he's done us proud. He's got us this. Woohoo! Okay, go this way. Woohoo! Right? Come on, Sonny, one more trophy. Instead, one more goal now. We're saying, come on, Sonny. Come on, son. Come on, Sonny. Get us one more trophy. And Spence gets the ball. Vicario hoofs it off. All the way over the top. Lancashire, brilliant. Donnelly's got the ball. Donnelly, all the way to Sonny. And then it's good piece of defending by the Reading players. Goes all the way back. We're pressing more. We're pressing up higher now. Bergvall, no. Free kick to Reading. All right, guys, we're in the 73rd minute, right? And we're up 2-0 against a Reading League One side, right? The goals came in early in the second half. The first one from Lancashire, and then the surprising one was from Vuskovic. Was a very good goal, well placed, right? Yeah, and the ball goes out. No. And now there's a change in goal for Reading. And we lose the ball again. Way through for Kudus. Yeah, Bissouma battles back and Spurs gets the throw. And that's what I was saying, right? It was a good goal by Vuskovic. So now the score is 2-0. We're up 2-0 by the first 10 minutes of the second half. Right. So now there's a change by, let me see whether guy can come on. Nah. Internet not good enough because it's not picking up. I can't see a picture from him. Ah, now I see him. Hold on. Yeah. Can you hear me, Guy? Yeah, I can see Guy for a while, but, you know, internet's still not good enough, Guy. Right? But it's good to see you. Who else behind you there? Do anybody we know? Right. No. Good picture there. But I can't, most probably can't get Guy, can't get him on, but I'll just put him on until he goes off. Oh, Bergvall gives the ball away, and there's danger. Is there a penalty? There's no penalty, and there's a shot, and luckily it goes off wide. Right. Guy is still trying to get on. Internet is still bad for him over there. Right. Bergvall. Yeah, Bergvall needs to be a bit more focused on this and what he's doing. But luckily, Reading players ain't good enough to capitalize on our mistake. It looks like there was penalty call there. Looks there was push on him on the back, but nah. No, can't get him on. Guy is still stuck. But it is what it is, guys. Right, we're up 2-0. It looks good at the moment. It looks defensively solid. Vicario gets the ball. Goes out to VDV. VDV gives it to Ben Davis. Ben Davis gives it to Donnelly. And Davis hits it back. And the ball is put out of play by the Reading player. Throw in for Spurs. Goes back to Ben Davis. Ben Davis goes all the way to VDV. VDV goes back to Vicario. Vicario goes out to Bissouma. Bissouma goes to Vuskovic. Let's see what Vuskovic can do here. Vuskovic to Kudus. Oh, Spence, sorry. Kudus. And Kudus and Spence runs away. Right, come on. And it goes backward. Donnelly. Oh, just wide by Donnelly. Just wide by Donnelly. Yeah. Just wide by Donnelly. Yeah. We nearly scored. Yep, I saw that. We nearly scored. Yep. Yep. Look at that. Look at that. That was good play. Was there a corner? No corner. Oh, there was a corner. And Sonny lost the ball and it goes out to a goal kick. A goal kick to Reading. All right, guys, we're in the 78th minute, going to the 79th minute. Reading is down by 2 goals, right? Scored by Vuskovic and by Lancashire. Good goals for Spurs. Came from a corner. Bissouma gets the ball back. Van der Ven to Ben Davis. Davis back to Van der Ven. Van der Ven back to Davis. Davis over the top. The ball goes to Son. Can Son get to the ball? Yes, Son gets to the ball. And Son loses the ball. All right, I've got something to say now. If Son continues this type of form, right? I think we might have to sell him, bro. After the, Asian tour. Sorry to say that, Son doesn't look too convincing to me now. Right. All his mistakes and frailties are showing up again. All right, the ball goes over the top. Kudus gets the ball. Kudus looks a very impressive player to me now. Very, very impressive. But don't forget, guys, we're playing against a League One Reading, right? League One Reading. He has, oh, come on, we give the ball away again. Vuskovic gave the ball away. And he gets to, got the ball back. And Kudus gets the ball back. Kudus is doing a good job now. Kudus is working hard, right, to try to control all this. All right, coming up to 80th minute now, guys. And Bergwall gives the ball again. Why are we giving the ball away again? Come on, Bergwall. This is not Ange ball. Stop doing that. If you keep doing that, you won't get your spot in the midfield, or we might have to get more midfielders. And Spence does well, hit the ball away. And here comes another corner for Reading, and we are falling asleep again. And Vicario had to save. Vicario had to make the save. We're all sleeping again in the. And look at that, we've been cut apart again. Come on, defense. Wake up. Our defense needs to wake up, right? We can't defend in the Premier League like that or the Champions League like that, right? or against any stronger opposition. Our defense really have to wake up. Vicario is doing wrestling nowadays. That's good. He needs to be strong. He needs to be tough. He needs to be angry. And the ball goes out of play. Ball goes out of play. Ball goes out of play. All right, now we're going to the 82nd minute coming up soon. We're still up 0-2, right? After the 2 quick early goals, we look a bit okay. Kudus looks impressive, running down on the right, right? I think that's why he likes to play. So Sonny looks a bit off still to me, right? He's showing a bit of his post last season form. Not too well. Donny looks a bit good. Lancashire looks pressing well. Bissouma has the ball now and loses the ball. Yeah, Bissouma loses the ball again. Bissouma is being Bissouma of last season again, losing the ball. And we get the ball back. Sonny gets the ball back. And we get a throw in. Sonny gets the ball back and we get a throw in. Over the top. Goes down to Spence. Kudus. Vuskovic looks composed, but he did give the ball away, but he did win it back, but not that bad in defense. Ben Davis, right? I think we're just slowing the game down now. Right, Spurs gets a free kick, goes all the way back to Vicario. Vicario gives it to Bergval. Bergval goes back to VDV. VDV back to Ben Davis. Ben Davis is running across and goes back. Vicario give Davis. Davis gives it back to Vuskovic. Vuskovic gives it back to Bergval. And Bergval is a bit disappointing to me at the moment. He gave the ball a few times away. And Kudus seems to be the impressive one. Kudus pushes the ball all the way over to Son. Sonny, do something to impress me, Sonny. No. Son checks back. He goes all the way back. Bissouma gets the ball. The ball goes over the top and goes out to Kudus. Oh, Spence. It was Spence, not Kudus. Spence. Spence steals behind, but wasn't able to take advantage of it. That's why situations like that, right? I mean, we're playing against a better team, right? In a different scenario, we have to put the ball behind the net when you're in this type of positions. No, we have to put the ball behind the net, into the net in this type of positions, right? And Kudus is going to take a corner now. And we haven't seen any long throws yet. Yeah. Ball goes into, punched out. Ball goes back in. Bergval, see, gives the ball away again. Bergval, focus Bergval. Maybe it's the injury you're coming back. You're not that focused yet, but you didn't play the last few games of the season. Give it to Kudus. And maybe a ton clip one to the back post. Yeah. Come on, Bergval. And of course, Reading is taking their time with their kick. Pulls over the top. Spence is running, covering, running, covering. Yep, the ball goes out of play. Well done by Spence. Spence looks quite okay too in this game, right? In this half. And I don't even want to rate the first half. The first half was boring like shit. Don't even know what's happening, right? Let's see how we merge this group of players with the first half players. Right. And all these games, all these pre-friendly games, right? It's the build-up to the UEFA Super Cup, guys. So, and Kudos has a lovely flick, and we do need players to improve. Son gets the ball. Come on, Sonny. Sonny keeps going backward nowadays. Sonny doesn't go forward anymore. Oh, and then we are singing, we are champions of Europe now. Champions of Europe. That's who we are. Yep. And ball, Vuskovic. Bissouma, back to Vuskovic. Vuskovic all the way back to Ben Davis. Ben Davis to Sonny. Sonny, Donnelly to Sonny. 1-2, try to set up Mohamed Kudus, but didn't work out. December 2007, White Hart Lane, 6-4. Spurs beating Reading. Ball is in control in the hands of Reading. Right? And Reading gets something. And Reading gets something. Van de Ven. Yeah. And let's see, guys trying to get back on again. Guys trying to get back on again. And guys, you're on. Yay! Guys, back on. Yeah, at last you got it, bro.
Oh, it's a beautiful game, fam. It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
the first
no,
half was boring, right?
terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Oh. It's so good, man. Boo, boo, boo! Boo that man! Boo!
Yeah, guys, we're getting direct from the stadium now, from the select.
Mate, I love football.
Yeah, we all do, right? Yeah. And to tell the truth, right? You spend only £15 on the ticket, right? So worth it.
Oh, mate.
And we've lost Guy again. United Kingdom, you need to get better internet connection, right? You really do need to get better internet connection. But Guy's gone off again. I don't think he'll be back on now. Let's see what happens. We are into the 90th minute of the game. Can we get one more goal, right? To put the icing on the cake at this moment, right? All right, let's see whether Guy can come back in. Oh, still can't get him in yet. Let's see whether he can get in. Headed out by Ben Davis. The ball shot and good save by Vicario. Good save by Vicario. Yeah, good save by Vicario. Right. And the game is over. And the game is over. Maybe that's why guys can't call in, because the game is over, right? But he still can't call in, right? All right, guys. Goalless on the break. 0-2, 2-0. Spurs win. It was a good game by Kudos. It was a good game by Spence. That's what I saw. Stone looks a bit iffy in the second. I mean, base it on the second half. I don't even want to rate the first half. The first half was bloody boring, right? All I can say, the second half looked a bit more impressive, right? Kudos came on. Kudos impressed me, right? Spence put in a good shift. And of course, we are looking at, Son looks a bit iffy at the moment, right? Lancashire looks good, right? And even Donnelly looks good, right? Yes, full-time, Eva, man. Full-time. It's full-time ready. All right, guys. Thanks for your support, right? Before I go, yeah. Yeah, first half was awful to watch. Yeah, second half was a bit better. You would admit that, right, Scott? Second half was a bit better, right? Kudus did impress you a bit, Scott. Let me know Kudus impressed you a bit, right? And of course, I'm going to big up to Scott M. Big up to Eva, man. Elias, big up to Elias. Right? Who else was here earlier? Scott M, Eva, man. Elias, Chris Agamba. Big up, Chris. Original Agamba. Mr. K, big up to Mr. K too. Right? Hope you're all doing well. What we doing? And Donna Cullen. Big up to Donna Cullen. Right? And of course, right, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for support. There'll be more live friendlies watch along coming on your way on Spurs Vision TV, Ricky Via TV, Shelves of Sight Spurs, right? Because if I can get it live, I'll do it, right? I'll do the watch along. I like to see how Spurs, right, gradually become better, right? And then Scott M says in the second half, better, right? Because of the goals, but not really great either. I guess that's what you get from preseason. Yep. Kudus was fine. Didn't see anything impressive. But again, first game of the preseason, no worries. Yep, that's true. It's all first game of the preseason. Not too much to judge them on, but at least don't put up a boring show, right? We've been to too many boring games during the reign. So now I just hope that we get a better, right, performances this year. And of course, Scotland says cheers, right? And then have a good rest weekend, all you guys. Enjoy yourself. Sunday's up. Don't forget, please smash the like. Please subscribe to the channels involved here, right? And I'll catch up with you guys later, guys. All right, take care. And not to forget, leave you out.